Hey y'all, I got something that I gotta get off my chest and I have to say it. Whether people ride with it or they look the other way or backlash or whatever the hell people gonna feel like, but for several weeks now, days, weeks, just months, years, the black community for decades have always seen our people just been slain in the streets by these so-called police departments, these police officers, these institutions, and nothing has changed. Our community goes out in these streets, we protest, we build things, we make organizations, we create murals on the walls, and we step and we march and we protest, but none of that has changed these institutions. None of that has reformed these police departments. None of that has changed these politicians' hearts and policies. None of that has made white folks feel empathy, sympathy, or understand what the fuck they're doing is evil. None of that. But you know what I do see? I do see these people, these innocent lives of black women and black children and black men get taken by these evil ass, corrupt ass, white ass institutions and white ass police departments. And then the families, the black families go and they sit up in the courts and they go to trials and they do lawsuits and they get millions of dollars, right? And then they take these millions of dollars and they build they build these organizations that, in my opinion, they probably do due diligence, but majority of them probably can't get through and can't do much. And I was scrolling through YouTube and I saw the video of Mr. Christian Black, may he rest in peace, and I got to thinking, like, bro, is this gonna be another black family that sues this institution and gets millions and then builds another organization in his name? Okay, great, but this is something that we've been watching for years, and it's been happening for years in many states around the world, around the country, over and over and over. And I'm thinking, a lot of these families turn around and sue the departments, they sue the institutions. But what if black folks took that same money, that same lawsuit money, put it together and took over these motherfucking institutions, took over these motherfucking police departments, these policies, whatever the fuck these white people got it and got it, this evil shit. It's unfortunate that a lot of black lives have been lost. Yes, that's very unfortunate. But sometimes in unfortunate situations, if you look deep enough, you can find a little bit of a brighter side. And I feel like the brighter side is you're able to sue these folks, right? They're able to give you money. They're willing to give you money to either shut you the fuck up or sit you the fuck down. And you take it and you sit down and you shut the fuck up and you build your little organization silently. But that's not enough. We need to take over these institutions, or we need to take over these police departments. Because why we sitting here and we keep saying the same thing in these protests, the same thing in these protests, the same things in these protests, and nothing is happening. These white folks do not care, which is why they keep doing it over and over and over and over, because they know we're not going to fight as hard as our ancestors did, as hard as our civil rights leaders did. We're not going to do that. The generations today, the only business that y'all really care about is y'all salon business, y'all barber business, your nail business, your hair business, your restaurant business. We got more of those, and we put more money into that type of shit than we actually do in the things that are killing us. Don't you want to take over that shit and stop that shit forever? Like put a pin in that shit. You get the money from these big ass lawsuits to do so, but yeah, we're not. I don't know how it can be done, but I know it can be done, because just like these white folks took all the money and they from slavery, basically, since I was a multi-million dollar, probably $1 billion fucking industry, what they did was they put that into institutions, jails, prisons, concentration camps, whatever the fuck else they got in there. That's where their money is at. That's how they keep making their money. That's how I keep turning around. But if we put a boot in that, we put a pin in that, they can no longer do that. And that's where their power lies. Their power is lying in these politicians. Their power lies in these institutions. Their power lies in these police departments, aka the KKK. We know that as black people, we know that, and yet we still sit here and we just to me it's like nothing. And I don't want to say nothing because I know it's millions of black folks that get out there on the front lines and they protest and they do, they speak and they say things and they got, they got their organization. So it's like if we're able to put money inside of these organizations and build these organizations thinking that these organizations are going to help us, when I don't know if they are, then we need to keep going, step up, and we need to get down to these institutions. We need to break down these barriers and these walls with these prisons, with these jailhouses, with these. We talk about reform. We might have to be the ones to reform these fools because it's not making sense. Something isn't clicking. Something isn't going. It's like we talk about it, but is we gonna be about it, bro? Is we gonna be about it? I honestly think that it can be done, but it's got to be done in a strategic way, and it's got to be done in a united way to where we all understand that that's the goal, that's the mission, to tear down something that is evil, to make it something else. Like I said in the beginning, it's unfortunate that so many black lives have been lost to stupid ass police brutality and violence because of the color of our skin and who we are and how powerful we are, not just our bodies but our minds, our spirits, and our words. And they love to cut that shit down. So it's time that we cut they shit down too. It's time to stop being soft, nigga. I'm not trying to come at my people like that, but they're not soft on us. They're not soft on us. So why are we so soft on them, bro? Why? Our our ancestors, the one that got up and fought, they were not soft. The one our civil rights leaders and things like that, they were not soft. If Fred Hampton was soft, you think he would have got shit done? If Malcolm X was soft, you would have think he got shit done? I mean, MLK, I feel like he was half and half, but he wouldn't have got shit done. There's a lot of leaders out there that were out there doing what they had to do, and they weren't weak at all. They didn't show weakness because they knew that it wasn't time to do that. It wasn't time to be soft. It's not time to be soft now. I really feel like we have got comfortable in this day and age, being black Americans, being African Americans, to where we just, oh, don't worry about it, oh, that's sad, oh, let's just keep going. No, 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 no. The reason why is because we never know. That's why. We never know. And I don't know how y'all feel about it, but I'm sick and tired of jumping on social media or turning on the news. Barely the news be covering shit now for us, but it's mostly social media. I get tired of jumping on social media and it's this black person done died in the hands of police. This person done died. I'm so sick of it. And if we all feel like we sick of it the way we feel like we sick of it, why have we not done something about it? I mean, organizations are cool. Yeah, they're cool. But, I mean, are they reforming these police departments? Are they reforming these institutions? Because I don't see any of it happening. I just see the death of black folks rising and rising and rising and rising. And it's like, bro, mothers out here creating life and bringing black life into this world over and over again, and it's just taking as much as it's taken out as much as it's brought in, it's taken out as much as it's brought in. That's exhausting. I mean, I don't have to have birthed all these people that left this world, but it's exhausting as a mother. It's exhausting to see life keep leaving that doesn't need to leave. And I know that there's other, people in this world, who leave this earth, but I'm talking about our people, because it just seems like it's something out for our people. And it's like, bro, what did we ever do to folk, bro? And then it's like we're even more brutalized and we're more taken out because we respond and we defend ourselves. That's like kicking a dog and it biting you, and you kick it harder or you kill it because it's trying to defend itself, bro. And I'm not calling on people a dog. I'm just trying to put a picture out there. I'm trying to put an example out there. Another example is a scorpion, nigga. you fuck with a scorpion, or a scorpion feel like it's triggered, it's going to put that stinger up and it's going to sting you. What you gonna do? Smash it because it tried to sting you or it stung you? Nigga, it's defending itself. Same thing for like a rattlesnake. If it feels antagonized or whatever, it's gonna give you a warning. You ignore that warning and it strike you. That's you feel me? And it's like we get tortured and beat and killed because we respond to stuff, to pain, to torture, to death. Like, and we're not allowed to do that, bro. But I'm telling you, these white folks and these institutions they have built, they feel like they're able to do shit that because we don't attack where it really hurts. We can protest all day. They don't care about them protests no more. They do not care about them protests anymore. If anything, them protests to them is like a roundup. Okay? It's like a roundup party for them. They be wanting us to come out there just so they can round us up. But we're learning not to go out there. So what's the next thing that we do? We tear down the institutions like they tearing down our families, like they tearing down our homes, like they have been since they brought us over here. Since before they even brought us over here, they was tearing us down because they had to tear down where they got us from in order to tear us down over here. So I'm just saying, like, something's gotta give, black family. Something gotta give. Like, we gotta start being more, just as much as it's time to fight. That's what I'm trying to say. I know it's something that I feel like we've been avoiding, but if the people before our generations were able to do it, then why can't we do it? It's because nothing is coming to us from us being soft. I'm trying to tell it. Like, imagine if Harriet Tubman was soft. There wouldn't have been no free slaves. There wouldn't have been no, it just wouldn't have happened, bro. It wouldn't have happened. It wouldn't have happened. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just so sick of seeing this. I don't know. Maybe I'm just, the shit that I be seeing in the media about black people is getting to me. Maybe I'm looking at it too much, but I feel like that's really what's gotta happen, bro. Tearing down their institutions, tearing down their organizations, tearing down their police departments, reforming. I don't know, bro. If I could do it by myself, I would. But I think it's gotta be a family thing, bro. As much as we get out there and we protest after one of our lives have been taken, we need to keep pushing that and keep going forward and getting these institutions shut down or reformed, taking them over. Like, it's time for that type of stuff to happen, bro. To let them know that we're no longer taking that. We're no longer taking that. You're welcome, baby. We're no longer taking that. So I just wanted to leave that and say that because I had to get that off my chest. I love y'all.